First, before I do this, have you ever done a TikTok and then it's like a long TikTok and you go to hit play to preview it and realize you never had your microphone on? Come on, who's with me here? Anyway, I'm here today to talk about Love is Blind season 6. Two more episodes dropped last night on Netflix. And okay, so if you don't know what the premise of the show is, the singles meet in these pods. They try to form connections without seeing each other, and they like write in their little journals and have meaningful connections with people. And then a handful of them actually wind up getting proposed to, and then they meet for the first time, and there's a big reveal. Um, I'm here to talk about the reality of the reality show, which is there's a segment of the human population that is just so thirsty and hungry for fame that they are willing to pretty much do anything. And this show is a culmination of that. First, let's get into all the people that go on this show that are already in relationships or right before the show were in serious relationships, like even already engaged. Now, there is no way you're going to tell me that you're on the show to find love. And look, I get it. You know, casting and producers, they got to get people in there. But outright lying to people is just awful, right? And even that's probably all fake. But let me just live through it. Number two is there are a handful of these people that then wind up being on the show longer because they were proposed to, because that's the idea, is like, I want to get proposed to so I can be on the show longer. If you're one of those people that never get, that aren't chosen, because there's only like 5 or 6 couples, so you're only, 5 or 6 guys, 5 or 6 girls, but there's like 20 each, you're not going to be on the show anymore. So thirst to thirst. And there's one in particular, and her name is Sarah Ann, and she is trying very hard to be relevant. Now, let me tell you, Jeremy, for some reason his name is spelled like that. I feel like I need to pronounce it like that. Jeremy is in this love triangle within the pods. He wasn't sure if he was going to pick Laura or Sarah Ann. And by the way, there's a lot of that happens. There's a couple love triangles, but I want to just talk about this one specifically today, because I want to just hone in on the thirstiness of reality TV fame. Jeremy picks Laura, and Laura is a lovely girl, and she is funny as all hell. Like, the casting did very well in selecting this young lady. She is reality TV gold. So she's on the show and she's into Jeremy, and they seem to be doing their thing. And she seems like she has her head on her shoulders. But Jeremy's a snake. He was a snake before he came into it, because he is now being exposed that he was just engaged like 2 days before he went into the pods or something. Give or take whatever the timeline is. So Sarah Ann can't take no for an answer. So he picks Laura. Sarah Ann then DMs him like immediately as soon as she got her phone back. Jeremy, shows the DM, so he's not hiding anything. Look, she DM'd me. So that's shadiness number one. Then Jeremy goes out one night without Laura, without his fiance, and Sarah Ann just happens to be there. Really? Without Laura? Really? And then they wind up talking in a car until 6 a.m. Oh, it gets better. So Laura finds out about that because she has tracked my iPhone. She knows that he was close to her house. He admits and just says that they talked for hours. Laura's like, I'm out. I'm done. You're a POS. Bye. Smart girl again. And then all of a sudden they do this barbecue at a lake. And they, producers do this purposefully. And of course they invite everyone and a lot of the other casts that were kind of in the love triangles. So of course, and Sarah Ann comes last because they know this is going to be the juiciest of all juice. So Sarah Ann shows up, Laura's there, Jeremy's there. Jeremy and Laura have like a heated conversation. She's a trip, man, because she tells him to go kick rocks with open-toed shoes. I'm here for it. I'm living for her. And then Sarah Ann gets called out by one of the other women who are engaged about how inappropriate it was and, kind of shady, and calling Sarah Ann out about and trying to find out the real story. Sarah Ann swears that all they did was talk in the car until 6 in the morning. And then she goes to Jeremy and starts, you know, crying about how her feelings are valid and she was a part of this experience too. And then Jeremy's such an a-hole. He's like, "You want to go jet skiing?" Like to this girl, while his fiance or ex-fiance is sitting right there watching and still is dealing and coping with the whole craziness of it all. So they get on jet ski. But my point to all of this is the thirstiness. Sarah Ann is not into Jeremy. I do not believe it. I know they're not together. She just wanted to be on the show. And she was thirsty enough to do all of this drama to be on the show. There, I said it. Tell me what you think. There are so many other packages to unwrap on this season of Love is Blind. I just had to put that one. I'm not going to talk about it again. I'm not going to talk about other couples, but I just wanted to say that this show, if you're here for this trash TV like I am, got to make sure you're watching Love is Blind on Netflix now.